I am your independent damsel pro for today. One thing about me is I am all for women's empowerment in whatever shape, way, or form that you need it to help you feel confident and know that you can do whatever it is you need to do to protect yourself and just feel confident within your own skin. Damsel in Defense was founded in 2011 by Mindy Lynn. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. Was founded in 2011 by Mindy Lynn. It is a family-owned company, so she operates it with her family, and it is in all 50 states. One thing about me, I'm going to show you all of these products. I'm also going to give you some stats. I want you to buy stuff to support her, but as long as you leave learning something new that you didn't know or feeling a little confident, honestly, that's fine with me. That's all I need. Some statistics are: a child is abducted every 40 seconds. A violent crime occurs every 26 seconds. 1 in 5 women are survivors of rape. 1 in 3 women experience domestic violence from their partners. And the national statistic all around is that every 63 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted. Every 9 minutes, that victim is a child, and only 25 out of every 1,000 perpetrators are sent to prison. So those are some scary numbers. And whenever I give anyone stats, I can't help but say, just remember that that's actually from the ones that report it. So if you think about the amount of people that don't report it because they're afraid or they blame themselves or whatever the case may be, those numbers are really scary. So that is why I do what I do. Not just with the self-defense product, but with the self-defense class that I teach through Work Called Rag, where I met these wonderful ladies right here. And this is just an extension of that I do on the side. I'm gonna read you Damsel's mission. The mission is to equip, empower, and educate people to protect themselves, their home, their heart, their health from the inside out. And that is the mission of Damsel. So the first thing I'm going to show you, and it is the ones that I get the most questions about, these are going to be our stun guns. And we have 2 different kinds. The first one I'm going to show you is our little ringer. I'm going to just go ahead and address this because I get it asked a lot. So the difference between a stun gun and a taser is that the taser shoots out the tongue, and the stun gun, you have to make contact with the person. It doesn't shoot out, so you have to be in close proximity to them. All of these items are less lethal items, but please remember, depending on how you use anything, it can become lethal. I made a comment at one of these parties that it's best if you make contact with the skin with the stun gun. And they say, well, what if I stun them in the face? Okay, you just went from non-lethal to lethal in a matter of a second. So keep that in mind. But this one is a little ringer. It fits in your hand, but it's also keychain adaptable. It has a little ring on the bottom that'll go through your keychain. One of the many things about this is on the front it has a little button and it'll show you your battery life. It's recommended that you charge these stun guns once a month. I always say just charge it the first day of the month, and that way it goes into that muscle memory. You don't forget it. But that button will show you your battery life. It also has a light. So it sounds very bright. But the cool thing about all our stun guns is they come with a pin, a disable pin. And if you can see, this is my button to activate it. I cut on my light, nothing's happening when I press this button to activate. I don't have my pin in, but I put in my disable pin. Sorry if I just blind you with that light. I put in my disable pin, my red light comes on, it's gonna make the noise, it's gonna arc. Now it works. So the cool thing about this is if you get a stun gun that has a little knot in it, if you're going to your car and your intuition kicks in, something doesn't feel right, and say, I need to pull out my stun gun, go ahead and put your lanyard on your arm. That way, if you need to use it, you got it on, you use it, the attacker snatches it away from you, that pin comes out, they can't use it against you. That disable pin has to be in order for this device to work. But one very important thing before all of this is your awareness. You got to make sure you're aware of your surroundings. I don't want you paranoid. I don't want you high alert, but if you know what's actively going on around you, it can potentially help you not get put into a situation. A person has to be close in order for you to use it. We don't want that to happen. So use it to your advantage. Have it out. If you see someone maybe advancing towards you, cut the light on, shine it in their eyes. That might give them a little distraction for you to make up a plan or for you to get away. Use your voice. Your voice is always going to be your first line of defense. And make it loud, make it meaningful, make it powerful. No! Get back! Leave me alone! Whatever you want to do. And there's also nothing wrong with making this thing sound off before they even get close. That'll let them know, okay, she means business. Maybe I'll wait for the next person to come. Not going to stun me, that's not paying attention. That makes sense. I will pass this around. Be very, very careful. I will send the pen with it. If you want to give it a try, that's fine, but please walk away so you don't stun anybody. Any questions about this little ringer? No?
How effective is it? I mean, how much is it gonna?
So with anything like this, whether it's a stun gun, thank you, son. Whether it's a stun gun or a taser, it's really just, it's gonna control your muscles. So it's gonna stun that person in the minute, but once you take it off of them, it's not gonna be effective anymore. So it's really just a distraction for you to be able to get away. You put that little knot out for me? Thank you. So this one is called Get a Grip. It's a stun gun as well. Does the same exact thing. It's just shaped a little differently. This one is not keychain adaptable, but it's called Get a Grip because it's literally made to fit right in the palm of your hand. But it has a disable pin as well. So the only difference other than the shape for this one is that little ringer, you only have to move it up once to turn on the light. For the Get a Grip, the first move turns on the light, but you need it to move it up one more time in order for you to get that red light for the stuff around as well. Both stun guns both do the same thing, just two small differences with them. Any different forms of pepper spray. And they all do the same thing, it just comes in different shapes. We have, this is called a pepper sleigh, which is kind of bedazzled, comes in different colors, keychain adaptable. This one is actually a newer one. It is called a flip shot, and it comes in a bigger size. So it has way more in it than the smaller one does. And one thing about all of our pepper sprays, and I'll pass that around as well, is that they all shoot out 16 feet, which is really good, so the person does not have to be close up on you in order for you to get it. And also, they all have UV dye in them. So if you spray it on somebody and they go to jail and we put a black light on them, that dye is going to show up on that person. So that's a really cool feature as well. And except for the flip side, all the other ones, the little handle part with the black part is glow in the dark. So if you're in a dark room or you're out at night, you don't have to fumble to see where it is because it's glow in the dark. And it locks. So to the side right now is locked. So you will have to move it in order to use it because you won't even be able to press it down. It's locked. So you just move it to the center and then it's active for you to use. We'll pass it around and I have to put it back in a locked position. Sure. One thing about our pepper spray and the stun guns and some other things I'm going to show you is they all come with a lifetime warranty and they also come with a replacement warranty. So if you have to use it and it gets taken for evidence or it gets damaged, you just send in that report you get and a copy of your receipt and it will be replaced for you. Next, I am going to go to one of our pens. And this pen comes in 3 different colors. Actually, everything we have comes in several different colors. But this pen is actually one that I love. It is called the To Whom It May Concern. It is an actual writing pen. It writes, it comes with the ink replacement, but it also has the light as well. It flashes and it's just a straight standard light, But one of the cool things about this is it has a rigid edge on the end, so it can also be used as a weapon, and it also will hold the DNA. So if you're in a situation where you need to protect yourself, you can scrape across their skin, their face, whatever the case may be, and it'll get trapped in the edges, the rigid edges of this film. Next thing I'm going to show is one of our keychain devices. This is called a socket slim. It doesn't look like a weapon. It doesn't look very sharp, but it has a pretty good point on the end. I actually keep one of these on my key rings. I'm in the car right now, but because of what I do, I can't carry a lot of stuff with me. I'm at work 95% of the time, so this is the only thing I carry with me. I keep it on my keychain. It could be used in a couple different ways. If the person's right in front of you, you can hold it like the ice pick, and you can use it that way. Or if by some chance someone ends up on top of you, then you just stab it up the other way. But this is something that's very popular these days. You can take it with you anywhere, pretty much. And unless a person is really into self-defense products, they won't per se really know what it is. One thing I did forget to say, here in North Carolina, it's different in each state, but North Carolina, you do have to be 18 in order to carry the pepper spray or something. Next, I will show you is our road trip flashlight. This one is really cool. It has several different features. This is another one of the things that I carry. So on the top here, this is the glass breaker. So if you get sat inside your car or you need to help someone get out of the car, this is the glass breaker, the end point. One of the really cool parts is be careful when I pass it around because there's a blade inside of here, and that's going to be your seatbelt cutter. And also, this is a magnet on the top as well. So say you're stuck on the side of the road, it has the regular light. I shine it down because I have a tendency to hold it that way, and I don't want to shine it in your eyes, but it also flashes. It has a beeping, so if you want to stick it to the top of your car at night so somebody will know you're right there. And it also has a little alarm that I'm going to make go off, so you're going to hear some noise. So it has several different functions. It is rechargeable. It comes with the rechargeable cord, and you plug it in right here, but it also has a USB port in case you need to charge something else as well. So that's pretty neat. Thing is the junk in the trunk. I'm gonna pass this around. It's a little heavy. Well, actually, I'll leave it on the table. When we're done, you can come up because there's quite a bit of stuff inside of this. But it has your jumper cable. It has a headlight you can put on. Has a deck of cards in here. A poncho. It's a ton of things in here. So I'll just leave that out. We do have a couple of carry conceal purses, and I'll pass these around. And if you don't carry, that's fine. You don't have to carry in order to get them. But they have little slots on the back, and it's Velcro in the inside. So the case is actually reversible. So it doesn't matter whether you're right-handed or left-handed. You can put whether it's a firearm or table, you can put it in either side. And then it velcros in just so it's not rolling all around the purse. There's two different ones. I'll pass his. There's a hollow his and a hollow hers. The only difference is one is pink, one is blue. But I let my son carry this. Last year he went out trick-or-treating by himself for the first time, which he knows what to do if anybody tries to mess with him, but I let him carry this with him. He thought it was cool. It has a light, everything, and it's just a little alarm. I'm gonna make it go off. So this one is louder than the flashlight alarm, but that one, it stays on until you actually do the switch to turn it back off. So this is the hollow head, and it has the light, and it has the alarm.